Hello, good evening. I've been interrupted already here in the JACKOCAR Cup Series. It is Season 10, round 19. It is the France Super Speedway Winter Edition. We're back on F123 for the very last time. And I'm a commentator, Owen White. Yes, with me I've got Jacko, but we also, unfortunately, have the whole grid.
Doesn't exist.
Oh, really?
I said for the Cup Series. Yes. Listen to me. Anyway, how is everybody?
Shit.
Here
comes a cacophony of noise.
If you're shit, I'm
apparently not.
Whose ID was this? This is gonna go well.
Fantastic.
We'll explain it all right now. Hello, Owen. Good evening, everybody. To all 0 people on the stream and to those in the party.
Yes, our loyal fans as always.
Our most professional stream ever. However, Owen, some housekeeping, as I'm also being interrupted early doors here. 5 people have decided not to turn up, and Cass was being a little bitch. He's not in the party yet, so hopefully he joins us, and then we can take the mick out of him.
Yeah.
So yes, 15 people. Gareth's winning tonight, and a win for Gareth will put him into the Championship 5.
Yes, and that is basically all we're hoping for here, because as it stands, Corey and Gareth have sort of low chances of getting through, and we need them to win, and we need them to focus as well. So after the disappointment that was Vegas, where we went in and found out that actually there was no drama whatsoever, we could do with some drama this week. And with only 15 drivers, hopefully you can all survive until the second end of the second stage, and then we can get a decent end. If you even think about crashing out early, there will be problems, because we will have to run out of things to talk about quite quickly, so please don't do that.
Crashing is punishable by up to 40 points, I have been told. I'm hearing that in my right ear. My left ear can't hear anything.
It doesn't really fucking matter to most of us.
Yeah, I'm already out. Punish me by what?
Previous winners of this track include big names such as Jordan Lane and Ben Harrop. So really anything can happen.
The dearly departed Jordan, of course, who's gone forever from the league again.
It's right, Jake. Yeah, I think. Yeah, don't know. Something weird there. Oh, jokes.
Anyway, we await the arrival of Michael OKK to track. Then Owen will give us a rundown of how this layout works. All 5 turns.
Is it 5 or 6?
All the drivers can manage to get round it.
5.
There's only 5. I swear we always went with 6. Bloody hell, I can't count.
So Michael O'Keefe's going for the clean sweep.
Yeah. Speaking of which, is Michael OKK's microphone on? We could do with him talking us round whenever he bothers to come out.
Here he comes to track now.
One of the stars of the show for the Luton Burnley match on Jacko Ball. And he's already put it in the wall. He's not even left the pitch yet.
Okay. Already hit the wall. Oh dear.
So before we hand over to Michael, it should be noted that Mr. OKK won his first in JACKOCAR in 1,545 days on Tuesday night. Michael OKK. Your thoughts on that, please?
Not that you'd fucking know after Pete ignored it when Michael won the race, and Jess now thinks that she's won, and that was it. Michael wins his first race in all this time, and Pete just brushes it off. JACKOCAR.
There's also no stewards results out, so.
Yeah, but it's got to be said. I mean, OKK winning that race, that must be pretty bad for Pete to watch, because that's just even OKK's won a race more recently than he has now.
Owen, it's funny you should mention that, because it's actually been 159 races in the Cup Series since Pete last won. Anyway, we must now hand over to Michael OKK, who is going to talk us through this lap, aren't you?
I am. Straight through there with the very front wing is sketchy, but we're all right.
Better than Danica already.
The assists have gone on my car, so this isn't going to be as optimal
Cheat.
as it would. No, it's auto gears. It's not the assists I want.
Oh, nice. There's the weekly spin.
If you haven't seen, Michael OKK has spun.
At least you kept
Yeah,
your foot
and
down.
you're making a real pig here, getting back on track here as well.
I mean, at least qualifying here literally means fuck all.
That is very true. Great insight from Gareth Hall there. Two-time race winner in the JACKOCAR Cup Series, once in the Kia. So almost twice, isn't it? You've won,
Twice
Gareth.
now.
Actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe on the way. Oh no, it's already there.
No, the baby's there for ages.
Baby
Las
loves
Vegas.
sleep at the moment.
Baby's nearly old enough to drive in JACKOCAR.
The other
Might
side,
be,
red
yeah.
light.
We watched the conclusion of Michael O'Keke's lap here.
Yeah,
This
it's a
will
very,
not
very
be a
slow
benchmark by
conclusion.
any means.
It will be pole though.
It's
you
almost
can't
as
take that
quick
away
as a
from
normal
me.
France lap, actually.
And for the first time ever in his career, Michael O'Keke is on pole in the Cup Series. But how long will it last? It's over to you, Barry Baldwin.
Hi. I'm in. Turn here. I don't know what the turn it is. Turn 4.
Well, I thought
Yeah,
turn 4, and then that we
Last
kinked as
time I was
5 and
here,
then 6.
I hit that wall on the left and shot straight into the pit lane and didn't complete my lap. And I'm going to cross the line. I'm going to take pole position.
Oh, only by 10 seconds.
And so
Stop the car.
next up, Owen, you'll like this one, Owen Wyatt. We have a little gap here before we see our next driver.
Do we?
We said it off stream.
Definitely we do.
On stream. We're about to hear the debut of Mike Kelterborn's voice.
Yo.
And here it is. Over to you, Mike. Everyone, let him talk.
In German, please. Thank you.
Yeah, he must not have his voice on share or something silly like that.
Yeah, that would be really unlike him.
-5 points.
-5 points to the man who's currently second from bottom in the championship. As he conveniently comes through the last few corners nice and smoothly now. He must be a little bit under pressure, having watched us all basically, I don't know, bully him for a whole lap. But as he comes around the final corner, which I think is turn 6, but everyone seems to think it's turn 5, and across the line to destroy the lap set by Baza. So, but he's a sweat because he's not got his voice on share, so we can just pretend that didn't happen. As we move on to Yuri, this will be interesting.
Yeah, Yuri coming into this race, 136 Cup Series starts, 86 Kia Series starts, and he's still rubbish. But let's see what he can do here.
That's so mean, man.
The most experienced driver in JACKOCAR is about to kick things off here for his qualifying lap in France. Over to you, Yuri Hazelager.
Right, those were all factually correct statements. So let's keep that. And we're going through not turn 1, as Owen thinks it is, and this is actually turn 1, where we'll downshift sometimes, and then we'll turn some things, and then we'll accelerate a little bit. Let's get up close and personal with the wall here. Through the gears, up to the DRS marker.
So that was turn
Look
2
at
you
this.
just did.
Really nice guy in the way here. Thanks. Appreciate that. But that's how you do it. You know, you could have been a little bit further down the road so that I could benefit more, but thanks anyway. This is actually then turn 2, Owen.
What are you
Keep
on
in mind.
about? It's turn 3.
Let the man talk.
And then we'll go into turn 3 here. Try and get as close as possible towards the wall here
What
on exit.
right-handed hairpin includes a
And
left-hander?
here is left turn 4, Owen.
You're an idiot.
Right? Yeah?
No!
You're the idiot here. And this here, turn 5 to end up the lap.
Ugh.
Open DRS as soon as possible.
You
And
amateur.
across the line.
Amateur.
His pole there.
Absolute amateur.
Fantastic. We must skip off and go straight to Sullivan Lewis, I believe, who is actually following Yuri Hazelager.
yes.
Mr. Lewis, talk us through your lap, please. After the bitter disappointment of being knocked out of the Kia Series Championship.
So that's turn 1, and that there's turn 2 that you're going through now. We kink to the left. Idiots. Idiots.
So the sort of person that agrees with Austria having the turn 4 being the hairpin.
Oh, look at
That's
this.
turn 3!
It's turn 3.
Exactly. Turn 3.
Lovely 16.
You're proving my point here.
Assume it's me that's doing the lap.
Anyway, here comes Sullivan Lewis then into what I believe we are now calling turn 4. Get it right, Owen White. And away goes Sullivan Lewis. Won his first race in 129 starts earlier this season in the Cup Series. He is the reigning Kia Series champion, and over the line he comes.
Yeah, second race.
Yeah, you know what I mean. I am talking. Next up is Peter Knighton. Owen Wyatt bringing back the memories, rolling back the years of Pete Knighton's famous exit from Canada in season 2 as he spins
a bit like how he did on that day.
Next up is the season 8 champion Ben Shaw, who also has a tow here. Owen Wyatt, take us through this, and then we'll speak to Ben.
Yeah, so it's a good tow, which is good communication, even though they're not saying anything, they just know what they're doing now. That's what 10 seasons of JACKOCAR does for this lot. Obviously, when the DRS turns off, you do start to lose a bit of speed. Not that it really matters too much.
Shame if I punted him, will it?
Into turn, I've no idea what turn this is anymore. I've given up trying to count.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
I think that's what Jacko wants me to say.
Yeah.
I think this point here is where most people have their accidents, and then through turn 6 as well, or 5, is not particularly easy because of the massive sort of bump that you get halfway through. But Ben's made it through, he's gone P1. The man who's looking to confirm his place in the Championship 5 tonight. He's already got a 33-point lead, so over risky Sullivan Lewis, so that's going to be quite a big undertaking for you.
I blame this on the fact that he didn't have to talk over his lap.
Hang on, I was just about to come to that actually. We will speak to Ben Shaw about that because Leroy's already spun. Don't think we didn't see that. So this lap will be rubbish. Ben Shaw, your thoughts on going pole?
To go to me and I was like, yeah, it's going shit.
So it's just really fucking fast on this race.
It sounds a bit windy out there in France.
I'd like to report him for doing donuts on his out lap because as we remember the first time we did the thing that Kieran moaned that he would almost crash into someone, even though he had the full track. So Kieran, if you'd like to put him in the stewards.
I shall do. I don't know what you're on about. I was just doing my
best impression. We actually have a little bit now, by the way. This is Ben Harrott just coming on to his flying lap. We must ask him a question. Ben Harrott, if you had to take part in sexual activities with 2 people with a combined age of 30, what 2 ages would they be? But think about it. No, you have to.
Difficult when you answered it the other day.
Well, I mean, your answer actually was quite convincing, to be fair, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, if you're going to do it once, you must do it twice. Yeah.
Oh, and they can't be the same age.
It's a good point. You've got the whole lap to figure this answer out. So good luck.
A mid-end 5 seconds to think about it. Come on. Here goes Ben Harrott, and he will talk us through his lap.
16, 14. I feel like that's probably fair.
Nonce.
Absolutely unbelievable.
What was your answer? Sorry.
My answer was 23 and 7.
Mega nonce.
Good age.
Which is what Michael O'Keke has his wings to.
Oh dear.
Anyway, 3-time race winner, Ben Harrott at the Paul Ricard Super Speedway. What is your answer?
What is my answer?
Oh, sorry, yeah, talk us through the rest of the lap. You've already given the answer.
I was going to say, I've already given my answer. I mean, yeah, I guess you can take multiple lines around here. People always like to go wide here. I always end up going tight, getting really close to this side. Oh shit,
that's a bit too close, isn't it, really?
That was a little bit too close. Then cut back over here.
Yeah, that's too close.
You got to hit this wall as well, haven't you?
Yeah, we just hit this last one as well. Make it all perfect.
Nice and wide.
As Gareth said, probably doesn't matter around here anyway.
Tricky on the old thumbs, this one, ain't it?
If it makes you feel any better.
What was that, sorry?
Tricky on the old thumb, eh?
Yeah, it's tough around here. I'm just saving all the talent for.
Right, Gareth, this is meant to be your night here, so I need some good explanation for what your plans are for this race.
don't give a shit about qualifying, and I would say stay out the way of everyone at the start, but we all know that they're all gunning for me because they know that I'm the threat if C5 comes and I'm in it. So the plan is to effectively win by the largest JACKOCAR margin in history, which actually was Matt Redmore when he beat me to second place in my third race in the Kia Series. So yeah, looking about a 35-second lead tonight, and 5th place overall, just behind Risky, ahead of shithouse Ben Harriet, who can't win with me on track.
I actually will correct you there, Gareth. Largest winning margin in Cup Series is Jamie Wright over Arnaud de Grief, Mexico Season 2, 28.5 seconds. Matt Redmore over you in France was 26.1.
Shame you didn't crash there, Ben.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Anyway, it's time for the Fast Five, and first up, Corey Dutton.
Oh, you expect me to talk? Sorry.
Yeah, please.
Have you not been paying attention?
I might have been eating dinner, but yeah.
He goes second.
I'm doing it. Just if I can describe it with one word.
Don't eat and drive, kids.
Suicidal. Makes me want to kill myself. So yeah. Thanks.
Yeah, I know what that means.
And here's Casper. Is Casper here?
No, I don't think so.
No.
Oh, well, hold on. I think we're getting some from Casper now, actually.
Yeah, yes, I'm here, Owen. What would you like me to say?
Just talk us through the lap if you can. You know, you're at the top of the championship.
Okay, well, because I'm quite clearly the best driver there is. Everybody else is they are rubbish. But look at this. You don't hit the wall there like Ben Harriet did. He's a scrub. And then flat on the power here, a little bit of kick at the rear for the fans because they like me. And then to turn onto the straight, I opened up the DRS, and for me, P1. Oh no, P2, I'm slow.
So, Kieran, I see you've lost the capware count. So, what's happened there?
Had some troubles. All my wheel settings.
I was going to say, what have you said this time?
I had some troubles with my wheel settings, so nothing exciting, I'm afraid. P7.
He goes 7th.
Yeah, that's rubbish.
Rubbish. Anyway, washed drivers Arnaud de Grief. Talk us through it, Arnaud.
Well, it's chilling on the straight right now, hitting 357, 8, 9, 60 kilometers an hour. Yeah, just chilling right now, and hopefully I don't screw up my last sectors, but I don't like this track anyway. I'm just here for the most let's lap, that's it. Trying to go wide in first place, then getting on the inside where I can. Staying in 4th gear, trying...
You're good at this corner.
Sometimes, not always. Don't jinx it. Oh my god, I'm straight.
Wow! Coming out swinging today, eh?
I forgot to put a hot lap on. Let's go. There you go.
And finally, the 2-time champion, Jake O'Sullivan. Talk us through the remainder of your lap, please.
Yeah, well, I've been doing this track for the last 3 weeks, practicing.
He's not wrong, but 3 hours, not 3 weeks.
really sucks if you're going to be putting it in the wall in lap 1.
He's done that before as well.
Pretty straight, Jacko. Small turn, and then pretty straight.
Okay.
God, you're in a really interesting...
Really detailed analysis.
He's talking about his years, this.
Extremely interesting.
Luckily, he's forgotten to share his voice anyway, so we won't hear any of this absolute drivel that he's on about. However, if Jake does go pole here, it'll be his 19th career pole. We will find out very shortly. In just a couple of seconds over the line. P1.
Oh my gosh.
Another point for Jake O'Sullivan.
Pack it all
He
up.
denies Ben Shaw of his 22nd career pole, and he continues the good form that he found last week.
It's
in,
fine though, because he's really doing
Austin,
live. That's just
Vegas.
ridiculous, that.
Half a second to P2. Get him out of cup.
So, this happened last time and I still didn't win, so it doesn't really mean anything.
Jake.
Excuse me, Ben?
You're not making it out, mate.
Thank you. Is that because Casper's behind us? We're both ended up in a wall.
Don't bring me into the sub already won the race.
We all agree on the fact though that it's
Arnold, retire, man. Come
sad
Sorry, I'm checking by my overtake and my hot lap.
Yeah.
It is a shame, isn't it, to look at this livery and just actually see a design on it, rather than just pointless shapes that don't make any sense and cost you, an arm and a leg to buy. But anyway, we should run through the grid, shouldn't we? Jake then on pole. Ben second. You can tell he's not on F124 again. Let's say it's a good chance for you to get yourself a Championship 5. Casper, pretty much already in. Corey, then Arnaud. Yuri, Mike, you can definitely tell he's not on F124. Risky, Kieran, Gareth, Ben Harrett, and then we got Pete, Bazza, Leroy, and Michael Lukeke, who's just rubbish on any game he plays, as it looks. So 15 points to go.
I knew that was coming.
Owen, you're so savage. Who would have thought?
It's fine. You can only go up in the race. It's fine. You might get your top 10 this week. I had no belief in you last week, and you didn't make it. So let's see how you do this time.
Oh, lovely.
Some housekeeping for the viewers. How many are watching? 5. That's a lot.
Flavor now.
So the drivers, if you've never seen one of these races, they will race all the way to lap 44 and then slow down for a what would we call it, a competition caution, and then they will do a 2-file or double file restart. They'll line up on the second half of lap 47 and they will resume racing on lap 48 for a 6-lap shootout, and that will decide the winner. That's providing we have some cars left at that point.
Yeah, so what Jacko's saying there is basically turn off now and come back in about half an hour to 45 minutes, because nothing's going to happen. And as I say that, people have already turned off. Which is great.
I was having a win.
Oh, I should have been.
Fuck's sake, man.
So is there any actual tire strategy to this then, or is it just about making sure you've got a set of softs for the end? Really, it doesn't really matter what you're racing on for this early stage.
Ask Jake. He's been doing it for weeks. Ask Jake.
Oh, the best strategy is to just go on the quickest set of tyre and go the quickest round per lap, quicker than everyone else. It's just a big circle. Just go around that circle quicker than everyone else.
Team speed, everybody.
Oh yeah.
Fuck!
Team calamity. Some professionalism must ruin. The stage points tonight come at the end of lap 1, the first time ever, and lap 44. There are no jokers. And there are only 15 drivers.
Yes, and out of those 15, 12 are on mediums and 3 are on softs. So the soft runners are Jake, as you said you would do, Ben Shaw, and then Ben Harrett. The rest of you, as you might have been able to work out, are on the mediums.
That's on me.
Gareth.
Oh, we know who we're watching on lap 1.
Who's behind you?
Hey, Yuri.
Ah, sweat. Should have known.
I went on the right hand side and then Gaz responded to you.
Yeah.
A 12-man formation now. It does remind me a bit of the One Hub days. This look how small this is at the moment.
I do want to have this investigated, by the way, because this is bullshit. I just got rear-ended.
Hello, who's that doing?
Loved it.
Trucks in front
tell
of you.
us more.
Of course it's you, Sullivan.
Responsible.
Yep. It's always me.
Sullivan Lewis, who actually was winning the formation lap until we spun at the end.
Yes, there was some AWS information there predicting this will be a one-stop. They're wrong, as they have been every race this season. It's a wonder why they still put the graphic up. I don't think F1's even shown that graphic for years, because they know there's no point trying to predict it, but there's Codemasters for you. They haven't a clue what they're doing. As Michael reverses up the grid, what's going on there?
It's time I hand it over to you to say those famous few words that you do.
Now, it's worth pointing out that once Risky misses his grid slot, the drivers can go pretty much whenever they fancy from about here. So I'm going to go boogity boogity boogity. Let's go into the front. And Jake has just ignored everything I've said. He's going to be last by the time he gets to turn 1. Ben Shaw leads. And he leads by a distance. What on earth was that from Jake O'Sullivan? Now look at all this. Wheel to wheel, 3 wide. Many of them all the way down to turn 1. I see a bit of front wing flying off already. I think, which is never a good sign. And there's a bit of coming together in the mid-pack as well. Kieran up in third place, just getting away from the rest of the pack. They're chasing Arnold, but 7 tenths clear of Ben Shaw. This literally will allow everyone to catch up, I would have thought. And remember, there is a stage point at the end of this lap. So let's see how all this ends up going. As we head up towards who knows what corner this is, but there's no point in me trying to tell you anymore. I just think you're wrong, but that's not my prerogative. As we see, about 5 or 6 wide, that's actually a very good shot to show. And there's a car off there, that is, I believe, Casper, which is just delightful. Any reaction for him will be fascinating. Arnold's catching up to Ben Shaw, but he's not going to get there by the end of lap 1, which means that it will be a stage point for Ben. Now, oh my god, it's a huge accident, and that's Jacob. It's Gareth out of the championship, effectively, let's be honest. And OKK, of course, he's off as well. No safety cars in this because... Gotta say, as well, Leroy already up in 4th, 5th place there, and he's just been hitting the wall. Oh my god. I was just about to praise your star and you've been taken out. But yes, Gareth out of the championship. Well, you could be a commentator. That's super. Well, everyone is, but you're in the commentary box now, Gareth. What happened?
I think they all are, aren't they?
Well, he's not in his car.
It's a bit of a squeeze, isn't it?
Jake lost talent as usual.
It was him who lost there. I thought it was. Yeah.
Oh, bad. And clearly saw me coming and put the throttle down and drove into me. Took the front tyre off. And if anything, I should take his spot in the C5.
Well, I'm sure we can work something
we'll
out.
See how the stewards work that one out.
That your season ends like this, though.
Kieran wrong me. That's so annoying because I fucking love this race.
End of lap 2, Ben Harrett, here's a surprise, is the fastest car out there. The, 3-time winner on this track, twice in the Cup Series. And we've got a freeway scrap for the lead, a lot of moving about at the front, as Ben Shaw and Arnold sort of sit side by side. I think Ben Harrett's going to try and do the up and under, which is a bit of a spoiler for you two at the front, but oh well. I'm sure you know how racing works right here by now. Corey is miles behind because there's so much fighting going on in the mid-pack. So you are already sort of from 4th down waiting for the safety car, aren't you, I suppose? While up at the front, Ben Harrett is going to get alongside and take the lead for the first time today. And yes, we're, 6 cars fighting in that midfield. Scrap. After Kota, I'm always a bit nervous, and actually Vegas, because it's a big pack like this, and you just keep crashing. So, yeah, you're doing well so far, apart from, of course, Jake. But
is Jake O'Sullivan in the pits, by the way?
Thanks, teammates.
Oh, yeah. No win. Thank you, Yuri.
And of course, the rate at which these guys are going at, they should catch up to Jake O'Sullivan. Yeah. But of course, lap cars, when it gets to lap 44, they can unlap themselves.
So, I suppose, so what do you do at this point in the racing? Because it is just about really surviving, isn't it? Because, I mean, there's no point really crashing, is there? Although people will try. And when you're in big packs like this, is it difficult for you lot to drive? Because, I mean, I've just watched Corey do the up and under on Baza, and that could have been an accident. So, I mean, how difficult is this to drive? If anyone fancies answering that.
It's easy.
Very difficult. It's fucking horrible.
Right.
Well then, don't do it.
There goes Pete. And there goes Corey.
See.
Crashing 3, 2.
I'm liking the complete abandonment of ERS for some of the drivers out here already, by the way. There's a few who still have half a tank, but a lot of... and there's... Baz is reversing off nearly into Casper there. That was close. And Leroy. And Pete's almost taken out Mike in there as well. I tell you what, that was close. Now, up at the front, they're still fighting, as you would do. And, yeah, it's just about this all day until someone gets it wrong. And it already did enough! Goes on over a 360! Nicely saved, although it's been very hard to hit a wall from there. Although you have managed it many a time before here on this track. That sort of takes you out of that scrap, doesn't it, unfortunately, Arnold? But that now leaves the 2 Bens up at the front, and that's a rare sight to see, Ben leading Ben, but that's going to be like that for quite a while from now.
Ben Shaw, one of the Ben's murderer, Jesus.
So, It's a great shame what's just happened to Arnaud there. He was closing in on the record laps led in a season, which is Carl Smith 175. Arnaud led 2 laps so far this race, taking him to 166, but he's now going to have to wait until the final part of this race to get some laps led back as we see Ben versus Ben continue here. Is Ben and Ben Shaw's. Ben clips the wall and it allows Ben Shaw to come through up the inside. And through he goes. Harrott yields and lets the Season 8 champion through.
The little pussy boy.
Bye, Casper. Bye, Casper. Bye, Parker.
Oh, yeah, Casper's a long way off. That's suboptimal driving from him there.
I don't know what's happened to me. I'm not performing at my best today. So it's not.
I know, it's a shame as well because you're concentrating so hard. But oh well.
Yeah. For me, it's normally I like to focus on sleeping with reindeer and touching Max Verstappen's helmet.
Right.
So for me, it's very difficult.
Clearly.
Thanks, Casper. That was really nice input.
Yeah.
Fantastic insight.
I believe Ben Harrott is actually under investigation for track limits in turns 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 and Owen's imaginary turn 6.
Yeah.
But he will come round lead lap 6 here.
I do feel the fight for 4th is probably the most interesting fight out there at the minute, to be honest. Rather than the fight for lead, because they're not really fighting, really, are they? It's a 2-car fight. It's just going to be easy for these two to manage. But when you've got a bit of Corey, Yuri, and Sullivan, anything can happen with this. I don't trust you enough to be able to get through this for the next sort of 40 laps.
Yeah, I know. Because
For Corey,
speaking of, look at that
for Corey
from,
Dalton, he really needs to win this race now. Corey's the outsider of the 5 that remain in the playoffs. Obviously, Gareth Hall now out of this race.
I have no battery. This is it now, isn't it? Until lap 46, no battery.
Yeah. And well, when you get into the pits for your first stop, I suppose you can replenish a little bit, but there's no real point, is there?
I'm on the curb. Fuck. That curb drags you very far wide as well. Just FYI, into turn whatever.
2. Damn, that's close, Corey.
Oh. So how
Sorry, guys, unfortunately, it looks like we're having a lobby crash at the moment. We have to restart the race. You've all descended.
Yeah.
I can just see people driving across the track.
So just out of curiosity, maybe someone who's never stopped playing it, but how easy has it been to readapt to F1 23? Because it's obviously nice to have a nice handling model again, isn't it?
Use different gears.
I think it's horrible.
Oh!
Of course, this is not the track you'd really want to drive F1 23 on. I suppose you could drive this on anything, even 24 could handle this, but still. The traction's a little bit less on this, isn't it? Because 24 practically just drives itself, which is a bit...
the 24 cars are on rails compared to the 25. And they're unpredictable.
Was nog op 5, dus ik gaf jou de schuld van de setup, sorry.
Yes.
Yeah, taking over. Dutch taking over.
You can put Dutch on an English screen.
Is that going to be more racism for you now?
Got a problem with that, can you?
Oh, Ben Harrott in the wall! But he just about escapes. That was very nearly a race.
Yeah, that was really nearly bad.
Wow.
You can really hear Kieran's Thrustmaster.
That's not mine.
No, it's mine. It's mine. It's mine. It's mine. It's mine.
On out sideways into turn 1 now. He has actually been closing the gap to the leaders there, so probably fastest car on track right now. 1 second out of those guys in front in the last 3 laps.
Corey is faster than
Ben
me.
Harrott.
He's touching me by a lot, actually.
And he's bringing the Speed Boys with him. That is Sullivan, Yuri and Kieran in order. And here they go then.
That'll be the DRS is doing that every lap, because also you don't get any DRS, do you, Arnaud? So.
Yeah, and I'm out of battery as well, so I mean, it's just like a disaster.
It's quite a big handicap, really, isn't it? I suppose that once they catch you, then will be on their pace again, so... It's only a matter of time now.
We should focus on
these
guys to
we should focus on
work
the
together.
fight for a while, really, because we now have a fight for 9th going on between Leroy, Pete, and who else is in there? Mike. That's an accident waiting to happen, isn't it?
It's alright, you don't need a front wing, there's only 5 corners.
Oh, you actually did crash. I was just saying that.
Yeah, no.
Oh, for goodness sake.
And just clip
oh yeah, sure. So you have. Oh, well, there you go then.
Water is wet.
It'd be nice to speak to Mike Calterborn, see how he's getting on in that battle for 9.
Oh, there's a change for last place!
Oh, hello. Michael O'Cake is a long way behind. I wonder what's happened then. Only the 42 seconds off the lead at the moment, Michael, just in case you were interested.
Race-winning Michael O'Kk as well, don't forget.
Not that you can tell.
Michael O'Kk has the chance to become the 3rd driver to sweep the week, as previously achieved by Ben Harrett and Leroy Hazelager, winning Cup and Kia in the same week.
Leroy didn't do it in the same week, mate.
Oh,
he won Cup first the week after.
The Haslog brothers are much the same, so it really doesn't matter if you confuse them.
That is true.
We are currently on lap 11 of this race, just in case you're interested. We're about, nearing the 1/4 mark of the first segment of this race.
And on the other side there wasn't Leroy yet.
Pete Norton very wide in turn 5 there, loses ground on Leroy in front. He should get back to them.
Cannot regain DRS with this wing damage.
No, that's just because you have the straight line speed over you, mate.
I would be commentating, but there's really not much happening, people. Can someone crash?
No,
just one of his. Just one of his.
More than ever before. What the fuck you on about? There's nothing happening. This is groundbreaking stuff here.
If you say so.
What's it feel like racing Yori for P4? Are you enjoying that?
No, I feel like a backmarker, mate.
Right, I guess you would be racing him.
Well, taking a line and then you decide to drive into me. I'm on your outside, but you can't take the line.
Oh, what a shocking exit there from Leroy.
I think you'll find
you turned in on me,
driver on the inside has priority.
That is correct.
You weren't even going in a corner, you know. We were! No, that's a corner, you think.
Sullivan says he's bored. Let's see what's happening in P6.
Well, you have sort of dropped off the pack, haven't you? What happened? Have you just run out of talent, or did you have
I told you, I clipped the wall and was from wing damage. I'd rather be on a golf course.
Yeah.
It could be worse, Sullivan. You could be as bad as Kieran down in P7 in no man's land there.
Leroy's full. One in front of me. What I'm not done.
Meanwhile, at the front, it is still Ben versus Ben.
Murdered you.
You see, interestingly, Arnold, your gap to the lead isn't really increasing despite all the DRS that these two at the front keep giving each other. So you probably do have quite good pace. It's just that you can't use any of it.
Last time as well, to be fair.
Yeah, the problem is like every time I get on a straight where the DRS is, or they have slipstream, then the gap just grows. Or yeah, look at,
here we go, Leroy. That's a
big crash at the back.
Well, no, it's a big spin.
Just one spin.
I heard.
I was leading the commentary there, but you had to interrupt with some nonsense. Sadly, that turned a 3-car battle into a 2-car battle, but it's still Mike versus Pete, so you know anything can happen there.
No, we just suggested
season 1 cinema right there.
Gareth, repeat that. Sorry.
Speak louder.
Oh, we just said he interrupted with some nonsense. Oh, so that's a very rude thing to say about some of our drivers.
Speaking of which, the leaders are still away.
Talking about that, Ben Harrett of your 2 15-year-olds.
Right.
Oh, he almost spun as well.
And also worth noting, Arnaud has now been caught. Saying that Corey's just completely got turn whatever that is wrong, and I don't know if that'll be in DRS. Yes, Yuri is in DRS, so now Arnaud, you're going to be caught. So
yeah, that's
good for you. Now, what about at least it means you, to be fair, because you'll be able to push yourself up the field.
Indeed.
Might work out for you.
Ben Shaw has now doubled the amount of laps he's led this season in this one race. He's up to, well, that last lap was actually 11, so more than doubled it. 6 laps led, currently leading the battle for the most laps led playoff point. And that really is all that's going on. What was I going to say? Ben Harrett actually looking for his, where are you? I think your 5th Cup Series win, as Ben Shaw searches for his 14th. I wonder if that order will change later on as Corey gets past the back marker of Yori.
Yes, I think that it is interesting. The only fight, just to recap, people who aren't paying attention. So the only fights really are going on are for first and second. Then there's a 3-car fight for third. Then there's a 2-car fight for 9th.
Oh no, I'm back in
That is basically it for now.
I'm wondering from.
Oh, here we go! There's an accident, and that is Yuri, and it's Arnold who's facing backwards.
Fucking British idiot, fuck's sake, man.
Risky nearly ended up in an airplane crash there, but that's Arnold's day. Just got worse, and he's now going to be caught by Casper and Kieran, which is at least going to introduce another battle to the race. So, not as high up the field as you'd expect to see these three, but oh well, there's always later on in the race.
Oh, my car doesn't turn. Fuck.
Yeah, but think of the straight line speed you're going to have with half the front wing missing.
I was already on 0-0 wings, so I don't know if it makes any difference. I have no DRS, for fuck's sake.
Arnold.
The level header responds once again with the Belgian.
Who's Arnold?
I couldn't hear myself talk, could I?
It's fine. Apparently, I'm Michael Okeka as well, according to Jacko. So it's just he's all over the place at the moment. This bloke.
Kieran, I have no front wing. Please don't attack me. Thank you.
Yuri, did you get damage when Arnold crashed into you?
Yeah, I know. This is multiple. It clearly was stabbed from behind. Yes, front wing damage on the left side.
Oh, he's
luckily we don't have a lot of corners.
Yes, mine's on the other side, so.
Oh no, it's
Owen,
you're actually better off.
Okay.
We need to correct ourselves as well, because after Craig said it's his championship over, let's not forget, next week is Mexico. And he traditionally goes well there.
I was going to bring that up when Owen said that I'm out. I thought, well
because it's Mexico, you aren't going to... Well, maybe a miracle could happen. You know, we're closing on Christmas. That could be your Christmas.
No,
it won't be.
But I think that everyone needs to make everyone needs to come into an agreement here. Is that I deserve the victory after being wiped out today of what was a guaranteed win. So they should just let me win next week.
Buy like the favourite for the championship as well, Gareth as well. Oh, hello. There's some pit stop action there.
Gareth, for you. If you're going to make the championship 5, which 2 scrubs get knocked out of this round of 6?
Corey and Kieran.
Kieran for sure.
Yeah. Most wins this season by the way.
Thank you. I mean, Corey's kind of like Quinn. You can put him in a C5, he's not going to win it. So happy he's in there. So,
I mean, Jake's the one who took you out.
It's tricky.
Yeah, put Jake out.
That is true, actually, that's true, yeah. Fuck you, Jake. Jake.
Casper won't win because he doesn't have the head for it.
No.
What are you talking about me for?
He'll put it in the wall.
And Arnold will crash into Yuri.
Yeah.
That's very true.
When are you bidding?
I will have a Dutchman in the way.
Because I wouldn't mind doubling my laps led this season as well.
Well, you can still up, mate.
Pete and Mike are still fighting, by the way.
Pits from the lead. But will Yuri lead lap 17? He should do, if he's fast enough. And there he goes. Another point for Yuri.
Let's go. It's all the points we're going to score tonight.
Yuri's level and we'll just yo-yo to lap 44.
Worth pointing out there that I think, Ben, you had Corey's pit crew, Ben.
Yeah, that's right.
And that's also worth you knowing, Corey, when you send it stacking later.
Leading 1 lap.
Yeah, with the same amount of races you led a lap in.
Yep.
Wasn't it 5?
5 laps led, 5 races.
Yeah.
5 from 5.
Yeah, that's not happening.
That's all you need. It's called efficiency.
Yeah.
Now here's
You only
interesting.
lead when you need to
3
lead.
wheels on your
No,
back
right,
is also
Gareth.
pretty efficient, Gareth.
Exactly.
Let's talk about the race quickly here, because Ben Shaw's not in DRS of Ben Harrett now after the undercut. I'm sure you might. Well, you haven't got much DRS, so you're going to have to put a proper lap in, Mr. Ben Shaw, to catch up and give us another sort of fight for the lead. But for now, it looks like an undercut's gone relatively successfully for Ben Harrett.
You know, and we've never asked, and we will now.
Okay.
Why is Ben Harrett so around here?
He's got no life.
Well, why not? Yeah, should we ask him rather? It sounds like you're asking me. Should we ask Ben?
Yeah,
why are you so good?
I don't feel like I am, to be completely honest with you.
Bad OP.
Says the net race leader.
Yeah, says the net race leader who's out of cleared DRS and is on to win for the 4th time here.
No, I don't think so.
And of course, let's not forget.
18-19 drivers that turn up have to use both legs, both arms. He uses one finger and one foot.
It is will be encouraging for Ben Harrett, because if he wins tonight, his
Pete
next
has
race is the Kia Series
There's
C5,
another expected
in
accident.
which he'll go and win a title there.
This is a question for Ben then.
Oh,
Would you rather a absolute scrub of a Kia C5 win, or another victory in the Cup Series and actually have a proper victory to your name?
I'd take a cup win.
Yeah, I'll win.
Yeah.
Fine. Let's agree then. I win on Tuesday, you win today.
I mean,
No.
I'll do anything to stop you winning, so...
One cup win is worth the same as 3 Kia Series titles, that's what I've heard.
Interestingly, Ben
Oh, look at
Shaw got a toe off of Pete after his spin, and I'm wondering that'll put you within a second. It's going to be close, but I think you are now within a second. You are indeed Ben Shaw within a second of Ben Harrett.
Yeah.
Partly thanks to Ben. Oh, and Pete after the spin has put it in the wall. What a terrible lap that was for you. Lap 20.
Oh no!
Where's his scar?
Do now for the next half an hour?
Well, luckily you're also
Peter
a
Knighton with his
commentator.
54th career retirement,
That's poor, that.
which is more than anybody else ever in the history of league
That
racing.
retirement confirms Pete will not make the Championship 5 this season.
Wow.
Oh, what a shame.
Why is Michael O'Keke laughing with his 45 DNFs in Cup Series?
And 1 minute and 2
Keep pipe
seconds
down.
off the pace.
Jacko, have a point. How many have I got?
DNF7.
How many? Ben Harrett, you have 14 DNFs from 105 starts.
I've all died, mate.
15.
Just
Put him in the wall.
Who, Leroy or Sully?
Ben Harrett.
Yeah. Oh, I thought that was me. Fair enough.
Question for you, Owen.
Slows down a little.
Who would you like to see win this race? Out of the remaining candidates. None of them are particularly appealing. Bazza, maybe.
Me.
I was going to say,
Thanks.
I would like to see Bazza win. I'd like to see Michael win.
Michael O'Keefe, clean sweep, surely.
Do you know what I mean? But apart from that, I don't know, Mike just bitches and moans too much. Bit like me.
Yeah.
And Yuri would have just a massive ego over this, so, yeah, well, he already does, but...
He is Dutch, that comes with the territory.
Shit, now you mention it, there's not really many people that want to see win anymore.
Damn, you must really think little of me.
Yeah.
Or don't know me.
Let's say, hopefully, Michael Okeke or Barry Bazza win.
Bazza. Yeah.
Let's go with
I
that.
think a Corey win to make the playoffs a bit more exciting would also work. But nobody wants to see Corey win. That's the trade-off with
That's
that.
the problem, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing Ben Harrett win, although the problem is, of course, he's out of the championship, so it doesn't matter.
Notice how both the main commentators are so deflated after Speed Gareth 89 crashes out of this.
So, yeah. It has, in fairness, right, it's not an understatement to say that you crashing out on lap 1 has ruined the whole season. And we don't get to do another season. That's it. You've ruined JACKOCAR, is what you've done by crashing out on lap 1.
The legacy will go down as that.
It lines up Mexico for a legacy race, though. Like, imagine.
I wouldn't have much hope.
I'm going to run the set up.
Michael Okeke, ever the optimist there. It's Mexico and Gareth. It's not going to happen. They might. They won't.
Well, we've seen miracles there before. I mean, we never thought Kieran would win a race, only one in Mexico, so I don't know.
And I'm pretty sure I've had internal conversations with Jacko about a Mexico Speedway.
Let's be quiet.
Run it.
That'll be an interesting Speedway.
Hang about. I sent you that about a month ago, and you called Tibet Marduk a fat Aussie.
Yeah, this is Arab talking.
In fairness, I think we actually had the argument about this about 4 or 5 months ago in the Twitter chat. So yeah, there's internal conversations. May well have just been public conversations.
Yeah. But Gareth, I'm sure if you come into my office after this, we can sort something out.
If it happened, honestly, you made me the happiest man. Because
more happy than Michelle makes you.
The birth, it the birth of your daughter.
Child a month before.
I know. It's priorities. This has been a much longer term project than having a child.
I would say, I mean, the Speedway now, we're all fairly decent at it. It's a very easy track to drive around. Mexico Speedway would be fucking chaos.
You have a point.
It would be quite
however,
good.
I want clauses. You need to rename your child Jackie.
Gay boy. Sweat.
And then we can talk. Yuri Hazelager has now led 7 laps in this race, which takes him to all-time 39.
Sick.
All time.
How many does Garrett
two
have?
Bens are still
Gareth Hall has 53, which is enough for a France win.
Oh, it is, yes.
You mean like today?
And I've been here less, and I've won more races.
That's true. You're washed, Yuri.
It's worth pointing out, by the way, we haven't mentioned this so far, but there's Corey overtaking Jake here. I'll be very surprised if your tyres make it, Jake, but that is, you are sort of actually net 4th, fighting for net 3rd if you can somehow make the tyres last.
Gaan we gewoon even doen, hè?
Oh no, you put on that too, didn't you, actually? You cheating bastard. So actually, ignore that. Ignore that, actually.
He still needs to make an extra stop then.
Inside.
Yeah, he should have just put on that 3, then this actually would have been true, that statement.
Outside, boss.
I heard a scrape of the wall there, Ben. Was that it?
Yeah, it's a love tap. Who bends on me?
Yeah. So, Jake O'Sullivan, you are hearing that correctly. You do need to make a mandatory stop.
It's normally to make an extra mandatory stop. What?
You haven't made your first mandatory stop yet.
You've not made your first one yet.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I thought you had. I was wondering why didn't you? Yeah. There's 5 corners apparently on this track, so you wouldn't have been that slow of a lap.
I had absolutely 0 room, but yeah, fair enough.
30-second stop though for cause collision.
No, it's normally Casper that makes those sorts of mistakes as well, Jake. I'm disappointed.
I make always the correct decision now, and don't put my name like that.
There we go. Listen on out.
Hello.
Must say, it's a good fight between the two Bens. You've been very clean so far, and you dispatched Kieran nicely. You've now got about 8-9 seconds to Corey behind as well, so you're very much on your own at the moment.
Dus op aan de binnenkant, want pas
I can't wait for this all to be for nothing in 20 laps time.
Oh yeah.
Happy?
Inside.
That's an inside of 3 there. That's just how he likes it.
That's 2, but okay.
Whoa!
I'll leave that one open.
Oh, I'm in a hassle like a sandwich.
There you
Please
go.
now!
You can see Yuri's front wing gives him that straight line speed advantage, of course.
I mean, the same question goes to Yuri, but can I question your strategy, seeing as you're now a pit stop? Well, actually, Yuri isn't, but you are a pit stop behind everyone.
I'm not leaking my secrets. That'd be stupid.
Just the nudes.
Just the nudes.
On the white hat. Or hood, sorry.
For fuck's sake. Of course, Kieran's the known racist within the PlayStation community.
Tickets go live for the
inside.
Hello. What was all that for? That was a lot of concept there for a fight for last, which Yuri's involved with. Although he's laughing him oddly enough, you wouldn't think it. Oh my goodness, Michael!
I feel like Speed_Garrett 8 from the first time we done this Speedway.
That's the race leader, Bazza.
Corey's binned it.
Oh no. Oh no.
Explain. How have you
Corey
managed
will
this?
have to come next week and win in Mexico.
How have you done that?
Inside wall.
No,
Just making it interesting.
Oh. Well, that's nice.
He's done it for guys.
That makes the playoffs even less interesting. Thank you.
I was going to say. The front four of Casper, Jake, and the other two who escaped me are now, and the other one. Life is easy.
Let's be honest, this league was always going to end miserably and with a massive disappointment, wasn't it? So, good job, guys.
Ben Shaw 2.
Let's go back to watching the fight for last. That's about the only entertainment we're going to get at the moment.
Yeah, Kieran.
Kieran, Jake, Arnell, Casper. So we all want a Ben Shaw second title.
No. What about Caspar? Or Arnold?
Or an Arnold first title.
Yeah, we need an Arnold to win the title, actually. It's not going to happen, but we need it to happen.
I'm taking an Arnold title over a Ben shithousing through the chase again.
Just because he nailed the chase route, unlike you.
Oh no, I'm going to miss all the first few races. I'm just going to have to go into the chase. And then 2 seasons in a row after I've missed all the races.
Let's be honest, that isn't the spirit of the NASCAR rules. So you got to say he's played the system just like Joey Logano plays the system and all the other idiots who win the NASCAR Cup Series these days. So it's once again
You just said all the idiots that win the Jacko, and he had stopped himself.
Yes,
I did. Yeah, I thought.
How dare he?
I can respect you for another 2 weeks, then you're all idiots.
Has Ben Shaw won a race in the chase campaign?
Yes.
No, he hasn't.
Not yet, he hasn't. Not this season he hasn't.
Therefore,
not this season.
Yes, not this season.
Inside.
Sullivan Lewis is the only one to win in the chase this season.
Jeez, Butter!
Thanks, Owen. That's all I wanted.
Yes.
Someone to say my name.
And I predicted it would happen on the night as well. Just say.
The Welsh thing, I can't give you my secrets.
Disgusting.
You don't want their secrets.
I tell you what, it's actually really fun when you're not on your own in the race.
Yeah, when you're on, it's lonely as fuck.
I know, but we're nearly on lap 30. We are rattling through the laps here, so we're closing in about 15 minutes time. We'll have that competition caution on lap 46, and then the race can actually begin.
To actually fight again.
And the Casper is participating in the Sergio Perez simulator. Is currently 11 seconds behind anyone else and 10 seconds in front of anyone else.
You got
are you correct? End of lap 44 is the stage.
We keep Yuri in it, right?
And then we'll slow down then, don't they?
Well, it says your race day this week is lap 46 that happens. On 46, so is it 44 or 46?
Oh, okay, yeah, so the stage is 44, then they've all got to slow down.
It's so they can make
lapped cars overtake.
Yeah, give them their time to do this stuff. In terms of pit stops,
it's not easy, is it, Yuri?
Clear.
It's fine.
3 drivers have yet to make their first mandatory stop.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Oh! You have stopped.
Yeah.
You don't mind, right?
Then it's stopped.
Sorry.
The drivers yet to make their first mandatory stops are Yuri, Kieran, and OKK.
The first mandatory, thank you.
Oh,
Jesus. That's where we are.
It was before lap 3, Jake.
You didn't make it.
I made another one.
Yeah, but no, I'm talking about the drivers who haven't, though. Of which you're not part of that group.
You know what? Just fuck me.
No, thank you.
Thank you very much.
That'd be what Jacko's into, but it's not really my cup of tea, to be honest.
Nearly rear-ended a Belgian.
Sorry, I have no front windows, sorry.
We just let you know that this battle for last is about to be joined by
I can't
the
wait.
two Bens who are about to attach themselves to the idiot parade.
The top three versus the bottom three is fantastic. This is going to be. Oh, that's a bit off. Well, there's no sort of such finish track. You just have to take a marker board away, haven't you? But yes, the top three will fight the bottom three soon. So this will be good. This.
We've got a 15-second buffer to Casper. Why don't we let's chill?
What are you on about? Oh!
And it's inevitable.
Inside, Mike. I've hit the wall.
That's just disappointing, isn't it, to see Leroy in the wall?
So when Gareth said idiot parade, there's a contact between KK and Buzzer into turn 5.
This isn't going to end well as well.
First it's Leroy, then it's a dodgy line from Buzzer, and then it's him touching Michael.
That was a big hit as well. That could have been an accident.
Right. Inside.
Jeez Louise! Vatican's inside, it just actually sends it.
Michael discovers overtaking.
The last overtake he made was under yellows, so he had to get the stewards involved to remove that penalty.
Oh man.
Bullshit. Ben, I'm not sure if we want to get involved in this, do we?
I'm not.
I think you do want to get involved in this. Oh dear, Sully.
Anyway. Fuck's sake, Sully.
At least I'm
It's alright though, you're going to set new records of straight line speed with that whole lack of a front wing you've got now.
And I'm very nervous.
Yes,
well, I think this is the most exciting part of the race so far, so if I'm you two, I'd catch up pretty quickly if I'm you two, because I'm looking forward to seeing how you navigate this.
Right now.
Thing is, you've got to go for it, guys, otherwise Kieran will lead the race.
Oh, Christ. Well, here we go. The Bens have arrived on the scene, ladies and gentlemen. If anyone's even bothering to watch this anymore.
Although, to be fair, this is what Bowser drives like on normal track.
That's why I've seen you this race. Look at that.
Oh, hello, look at this.
You're right.
Yeah.
Oh, sweaty bastards. Jesus.
Oh no.
Michael did his quite right.
I'm not liking the swiping that was going on there from Michael, actually. That was quite precarious.